Cause my homie ain't smiled in 10 years, man.
A lot of wounds are being closed and aided at this point, and the wounds are being nurtured as well and closed up for good, you know. So I think for me, this is my chapter of healing.
Welcome back to StarHush. Looks like Iman Shumpert can't handle Teyana moving on with actor Aaron Pierre because he's completely losing it since Aaron and Teyana went public. Hollywood's hottest new couple is driving Iman wild, and not in a good way. If you missed all the drama when Iman and Teyana split back in 2023, let me catch you up. It was wild. Their divorce was a total disaster. Iman played dirty, tried to snatch full custody of their kids, and even wanted every gift he ever gave her back. Not only that, this man was stepping out on her with countless women. We literally lost track. But now Teyana is glowing up and stepping out with her new man, Aaron Pierre, and guess who's salty? Yup, it's Iman. Word on the street is he's trying to grab custody of their kids again just to hurt her and get revenge. This is straight up messy.
Alright, so. Hey, pick y'all baby mama wisely, cause my homie ain't smiled in 10 years, man.
Teyana Taylor filed for divorce back in 2023, and at first, she tried to keep it classy, making it seem like they were just two people who grew apart. But trust me, that didn't last long. The minute they stepped into court, things exploded. Every shady move you could imagine went down, and almost all fingers pointed straight at Iman. Iman wasted no time flipping the script and painting Teyana as the villain. His first petty move, asking the court to force Teyana to return every single thing he gave her during their decade-long relationship, from jewelry to an entire condo he once bought her. Talk about next-level petty. But demanding all his gifts back wasn't even enough. Iman had to take things further. He actually tried to snatch royalties from Teyana's music, especially from projects she dropped before they even got together. Usually divorce settlements stick to stuff earned during the marriage, but Iman seriously thought he deserved a cut from money Teyana made before he was in the picture. It's giving broke vibes. And just when you thought things couldn't get messier, Iman went back to court to try cutting down his child support payments. Again, broke vibes. He was already paying only $8,000 a month total for their daughters, Rue and Junie, about $4,000 per child. Now, that might sound like big money for most folks, but for a celeb, it's definitely on the low side. Yet Iman still had the audacity to ask the judge to lower it even more. But luckily, Teyana wasn't born yesterday. Her legal team rolled up ready to fight. Teyana's legal team rolled into court with receipts ready to expose Iman for splurging way more than $8,000 a month on himself without even blinking. They showed proof that while Iman cried broke, he was actually balling out big time on himself. Iman claimed Teyana made way more cash than him, saying she pulled in $47,981 monthly compared to his own $8,000, and argued that paying $8,000 in child support was extreme. But Teyana's lawyers weren't having any of that nonsense. They brought receipts showing Iman's flashy spending habits, luxury living, lavish lunches, and extravagant entertainment. According to reporter Dennis Bryan, Teyana's CPA exposed that Iman was dropping crazy amounts of money every month, $10,500 just on lunches alone. And wait, there's more. Iman was blowing another $19,000 monthly just traveling between South Atlanta and Alpharetta for work. Talk about luxury commuting. But hold tight, because it gets even worse. Teyana didn't hold back, alleging that Iman didn't just disrespect her by constantly cheating, even while she was pregnant, but took things to another shocking level. She accused him of sending pictures of himself holding their 2-month-old baby to women she suspected he was messing around with. Absolutely wild. Iman even had the nerve to claim that Teyana had been unfaithful too, but she quickly shut that nonsense down. She wasn't letting him twist the truth, especially when everybody already knew about his shady ways. Let's be real, at this point, Iman's cheating scandals weren't exactly secrets, they were practically headlines. He had been caught up in so much drama, it seemed like stepping out was his second job. Things spiraled even further when rumors popped up suggesting Teyana and Iman had been involved in a three-way relationship with another woman. Given that Teyana has always been open about occasionally inviting someone else into their private life, this wasn't entirely shocking, but it definitely had folks talking.
Even just when everybody
heard that like me and my husband had threesomes before. It was like, oh, she's willing to do that to keep a man. I'm like,
nah.
That was all me.
However, the internet took things way too far. People started running wild, spreading wild theories after Teyana briefly vanished from social media. They speculated that Teyana was mad over this supposed three-way relationship going too far, but Teyana wasn't having any of it. She quickly returned to social media and shut those rumors down completely, writing, "I've never seen or touched that girl in my life." She made it clear that everyone was way too invested in her private life and getting the story totally twisted. But the cheating scandals just kept coming. At one point, Teyana looked more like the side chick in her own marriage because Iman was entertaining half of Atlanta like it was his full-time job. Then, in 2023, things got even more dramatic when a TikTok user stirred the pot by acting out a messy scenario she claimed came from one of Teyana's assistants. The drama never ends. Without naming names, a TikToker described a famous singer whose husband was an ex-NBA player and a known serial cheater. According to this viral story, his endless cheating supposedly broke his wife's heart so badly she ended up hospitalized from sheer heartbreak. It didn't take long for the internet to connect the dots, instantly focusing on Teyana and Iman.
Like my healing chapter, a lot of wounds are being closed and aided at this point, and the wounds are being nurtured as well and closed up for good, you know. So I think for me, this is my chapter of healing.
But the TikToker added another shocking twist. She claimed the real reason this mystery woman landed in the hospital was due to partying way too hard, allegedly overdosing on nose candy and having to cancel a show she was scheduled to perform at. Even though the TikToker never explicitly mentioned Teyana or Iman, fans quickly pieced things together. Just months before this video dropped, Teyana herself had shared a photo from a hospital bed announcing she'd canceled a performance. She wrote, "Y'all know I've been leaving it all on the stage for a month straight, so I'm really saddened to have not been able to do the same for you last night. My team and I tried everything down to the very last second to get me on that stage, but my body simply just gave out, shut down. My body actually low-key betrayed me." Now, it's pretty common for artists to push themselves too far and suffer from exhaustion, especially during tours. So fans initially bought Teyana's explanation. But after the TikTok video dropped, suspicion grew fast. People started believing Teyana's breakdown was really due to Iman's cheating. Of course, Teyana wasn't about to let this shade slide. She jumped on Instagram and clapped right back saying, "The person who sent in this cap TikTok story is a fool. The person who reenacted the cap story is a fool, and she better have her court coin ready. Most importantly, where's the proof of T? Where were the receipts? Oh, nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, can make Petunia overdose on a dang thing. I'd kill him on fine act. Put him in a nice suit and bury him in my dang self before I ever let him or anybody push me to take myself out." But let's keep it real. I'm not saying Teyana was perfect or that she never slipped up. If there's one thing everyone can agree on, it's that Teyana always went above and beyond to protect Iman, their relationship, and especially their kids. She was constantly shutting down rumors, always stepping in to defend him and trying to keep their drama out of the spotlight.
I think that's the mix-up. You know what I'm saying? People hear it and think that it's like a thing where it's like every day we just take him down. Like that's not that. It just be those times where like we just like if we on vacation, like our anniversary, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just.
But no matter how much she tried to keep their business private, things still blew up in her face last year. Another side chick stepped up, and she did not come empty-handed. She exposed Iman big time, releasing a video so clear you could immediately recognize Iman's voice. No denying it at all. But that wasn't enough for her. She took it even further. She also dropped a photo confidently posing with Iman's personal chain around her neck. That image alone made it crystal clear they were definitely messing around behind Teyana's back. Yet even with this undeniable proof, Teyana still rushed to defend Iman. She immediately jumped to his defense, making sure everyone knew. The only reason I'm sharing this part is because the narratives are getting a little too out of hand, and it's unfair to all the parties involved. I hope this provided some clarity for y'all. But with evidence like that, there was no way Iman could sweet-talk his way out. Instead of just admitting his mistakes, he went on the attack again. Iman tried painting Teyana as the aggressive one, claiming she would physically lash out at him whenever she got mad. He even detailed one alleged incident saying, "I was downstairs with my headphones playing on my PlayStation and she started hitting me." He tried to spin it as if Teyana was the real aggressor, accusing her of constantly getting physical whenever arguments got heated. Seriously? The nerve! Teyana straight up accused Iman of being jealous of her fame and insecure about not being good enough for her, even though he made way more money balling than she could ever dream of making from music. She said his envy about her spotlight was so intense, he started creating drama out of nowhere, picking fights even on her birthday, then apologizing later. It was giving Insecure with a side of narcissism. Eventually, Teyana opened up about how much she actually sacrificed just to keep peace in the house. She revealed that she purposely cut back on her own career to create stability for their family, thinking it would ease tensions at home. But this decision came at a high cost. With fewer projects, Teyana's cash flow took a hit, and suddenly, Iman flipped the script again, criticizing her for not making enough money. After years of holding him down emotionally, she ended up getting dragged for supposedly not pulling her weight financially. It was literally a no-win situation. But Teyana wasn't done dropping bombs yet. She accused Iman of being jealous of her fame and feeling insecure, even though this man was making way more money playing basketball than she could ever dream of earning in music. Still, Teyana said she tried her absolute hardest to hold things down, only to be met with more cruelty and selfish behavior from Iman. She even secretly filed for divorce at one point, but Iman begged her to get back together. Yet as soon as she agreed, he quickly became inconsistent, lazy, and immediately got caught up in another cheating scandal, leaving her embarrassed and humiliated all over again. She admitted calling off the divorce at first, hoping they'd work things out, but nope. Iman's insecurities only got worse as his NBA career fizzled out, leading to even more drama. He just couldn't handle seeing her shine. In the court documents, Teyana revealed exactly how messy things had gotten. She said Iman was constantly stirring up drama and making her life a nightmare. Eventually, she had enough, officially filing for divorce after realizing things just weren't getting better. We could spend all day going over how Iman kept pushing Teyana's buttons, making her life harder than it needed to be, but you already know the story. Anyway, the divorce eventually got finalized, and they both started moving on. Soon after, Iman was spotted out with multiple women, but nobody knew for sure if he was seriously involved with any of them. But Teyana? Oh, she moved on and upgraded big time. She stepped out publicly with actor Aaron Pierre, and these two aren't trying to hide a thing. They're proudly putting their relationship on full blast, making it obvious they're Hollywood's newest power couple. First, they stepped out together at the 15% pledge event, and just days later, they hit another event side by side. Forget keeping things discreet. Teyana and Aaron were out here flaunting their new romance like it was a full-on red carpet event. And let's talk about that hug. You know exactly what hug I'm talking about. The one that had everyone buzzing. It wasn't some casual, friendly hug. It was a full embrace of bodies, chemistry, and black love. If anyone still had doubts about whether these two were official, that passionate, undeniable embrace said everything loud and clear. Fans are absolutely loving Teyana and Aaron's new romance. Well, everyone except her salty ex, Iman. Seriously, the jealousy is real. Fans are eating this relationship up, but Iman just can't handle seeing Teyana thriving with another man. He's so mad, in fact, that he's reportedly plotting to snatch the kids from Teyana out of pure spite. But let's be clear, that's wild, considering Teyana straight up accused Iman of being an absentee dad. She put him on blast for failing to properly care for their two daughters, alleging that he was careless and irresponsible. According to Teyana, Iman once had their young kids, both under 8 years old, dropped off unaccompanied at the United Center in an unfamiliar city, while he enjoyed the luxury of a private driver for himself. That's next level irresponsible. No wonder Teyana called him out for being an absentee father. Imagine leaving two little kids under 8 years old alone at an arena in a city they don't even know. It's honestly wild. But despite all this drama, fans are still fully here for Teyana and her new boo, Aaron Pierre. Is Mr. Mufasa himself looking good next to Teyana Taylor, or are some folks just mad about it? Hit the comments below and let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and leave a comment. I'll catch you in the next video.